Normally when I start out of context videos, I feel a mix of anxiety and fear. Today though, that's not happening. This is just pure curiosity. Just pure intrigue, nothing else. Because, I mean, I'm aware of Bill Nye. I vaguely know what he does. I've never touched the show. I've never seen anything outside of a couple of like YouTube shorts and TikToks. That's it. And I don't know why. I feel like it's just a thing, especially with like older science shows. It's just gonna be weird. And I'm kind of here for it. I mean, look at this. He's in a forest. Wood. Not really. Is it a forest? He's outside. That's not where scientists should be. Before we start though, I wanted to let you know that I have a gaming channel. There's a link in the description below, as well as a link to my Discord, my Instagram, and my Patreon, all of which you should follow/join now. Do it now. Now. Okay, ready for some science?
Science rules.
Hello, I'm Bill
The
Nye.
scurrying noise.
Oh. I'm a human. I'm Bill Nye. I'm a human. I'm a human too.
One of them's lying. This is me though. The amount of times I've had to clarify, by the way, I am actually human. You know, there's no quicker way to convince someone that you are a human than by explicitly telling them that you're a human, right? Because why else would you say that? I am a human, not an alien. No. You're an alien.
Suspicious.
No. What did I just say? I'm a human, Felicity.
Suspicious.
Just add some outtakes later where I'm like, I sounded like an Animal Crossing villager.
If you watch shadows during the day, they move.
Bill Nye the Science.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Brought to you by Socks. Socks stick together.
Okay, well, that's just a flat out lie, okay? You're meant to be a science guy. Why are you lying to me immediately? Socks stick together? Bullshit. Bullshit. If there's one characteristic we all know about socks is that they separate and disappear at all times. They're not buddies that hang out together. They want to be as far away from each other as possible. That's why you always discover one left or right. Am I the only one? I just got to start wearing like all black socks so I can just reach into my drawer and grab any 2 socks and just be happy. You know, I don't have to worry about pairs or any of them running away. Bro, I had no idea. Bill Nye is part of Vape Nation? Yo, that's crazy. What's the dragon? What it's called? Bro just ripped a fatty dragon. That sounds, yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. Bill Nye, thank you for ripping a fatty dragon. You know how I said before, all I was feeling was curiosity and intrigue? Now it's shame.
Good. Bring back shame.
You too, Felicity. That's...
I weigh a ton.
Is that it? Oh, that face is kind of freaky and I'm not a fan. The way he just turned, this felt like we shouldn't have been seeing it. Like that was after the take. It's like, yes, I nailed that take and I'm gonna walk away and reset. I'm just trying to connect what this has to do with his weight. Like, why is he saying I weigh a ton? And the way he chose to do that was by slinking in from the foggy shadows. Okay, creeper. Oh, I also forget, it's gonna sound really stupid for those of you who actually watch Bill Nye, but I was like, I saw the bow tie and I was like, oh, it's cool seeing someone wear a bow tie. I feel like you don't see that enough, but like Bill Nye, he's the science guy, but he also might as well be the bow tie guy.
This fabulous kit includes 1 flying saucer, 2 feet, 1 alien.
2 feet?
If you order now, you'll get an added bonus. We'll throw in a genuine alien abduction affidavit.
Affidavit? Okay, so I can tell you, those don't exist, okay? I mean, aliens don't give out certificates of abduction. I know that for a fact. Don't ask how. I'm just a human that knows a fair amount about alien stuff. And I can tell you, if you get one of those, you've been scammed, okay? They don't just hand those out like candy. They only give them to people who are truly special. What am I talking about, bro? Pretending to be an alien. Yeah, that's right. I shouldn't laugh at that. I am pretending. Only pretending.
Suppose I did this.
Why the evil laughter? But what even was that? Like, I kind of just assumed it was mayo, but like, I don't know, dude has all kinds of shit. What if he's just like squirting sulfuric acid? Like, yeah, what if I did this? Then you'd burn. Have a hole in your chest. Sound good? Yeah. I already have a hole in my heart. Why not my chest too? Is this edited or was it just doing it over?
That's the way we always do it.
That's the way we always do it, by repeating the same action 8 times before finally hitting bottles. What did he even launch? Man, I have to like analyze the 5 pixels in this clip. Oh, it's just another water bottle that he flings at water bottles. Why are you making him assault his own kind, fam?
Put your ear up against a metal fence.
Here's another cool experiment.
Is that it? Oh.
Put your ear up against a brick building.
They're not even talking about hearing sounds or anything. They're just like, you can hear the building breathing. It's alive. This fence is alive. Although I honestly, where I thought that was going was I thought it would just be a setup where she's like, put your ear on this fence. And then Bill just comes in with a hammer and goes, bong, and smacks the metal. And she goes, ah, my ear. And that feels like something that would be weird for a show like this. But also, given the way he is and the things he does, I can kind of see it, you know? He looks concerned. Like, this face just says, look, okay, even I'm worried about what I'm about to do.
If you had to show that the Earth was spinning, how would you do it?
I don't know. Is that it?
Except,
Was that edited in by the person who did this? Or is Bill Nye like, well, here's the best way to show that the Earth spins. Beyblades. Huh? What about that? I mean, yeah, sure. I guess if little discs spin here, then sure, the Earth is, that's how that works, right? So he just looks at various anime to get his scientific conclusions. That's, oh, then I can become an expert too. I'll turn my channel into just an anime channel, and therefore, by extension, a science channel. I'm coming for you, Hank Green. Be careful.
except, there's a difference between cells and bricks.
Yes. Oh, because he was using an analogy. I follow.
Nuclei.
I'm assuming they were looking at something, but just hearing the phrase, you know what? Actually, low key, I feel like we could turn that into something a bit rizzy. You know, like, girl, you got some nice nuclei. Girl, your nuclei eyes are beautiful. Do you have a map? Because I got lost in your nuclei eyes. I'm saying eyes, but like nuclei is already plural, but I just wanted it to match to eyes. Okay, don't come at me for pluralizing a plural. Hey, yo! Oh my God, he even works on holidays because it's New Year's Eve labs. Dude, that's crazy.
Oh, excuse me. Your epidermis is showing.
I forgot that for a second what that was, and then I was like, well, should I hide it? But I realized, well, I guess I could make my epidermis not show entirely if I really wanted to. He's got a model plane in front of a big... Let's do a flight test! Well, that sucked.
Reggie, give mother a quarter. Here's your quarter. Thank you.
Quick question. What did that have to do with science? Give mother a quarter, and then she just takes it and gives it to the guy driving, presumably her husband, and then they go over a bridge that looks like it's about to bend and break. Quarters stop bridge collapses confirmed? Question mark? It's a lot of movement. Honestly, the most impressive thing, is it gonna be good though, actually? Yeah, okay, cool. Damn, that's impressive. I get, now that I think about it, actually, the way they edited that, he might just not have done that. That could have just been someone else doing that, and then they give him the final product, and I just immediately bought into the fact that it was him. You know what, I'm gonna let the optimist in me come through. He did that, okay? And if he didn't, screw you, you're wrong. He made Godzilla, and I'm proud of him. This is also a face where, like, if I entered a room and saw someone with this face saying, you wanna do some science? I'd be like, maybe from behind, like, a safety glass. I'll be here, you be there, or I'll watch you through a camera feed.
Science! Static electricity! Static!
I mean, yeah, that would make me run away.
I'm not gonna, like, go nuts!
I'm not gonna go nuts?
I'm not mad. I'm not gonna, like, go nuts!
Yeah, so just on the topic of, like I said, if you really want to convince people that you're not, like, yeah, I'm not gonna go mad. I'm not gonna go crazy. Come on, what am I, some kind of mad scientist? Ha! Pish posh.
I am not crazy!
Completely unprompted, I'd be like, I mean, well, like I've talked about this before, but if you were just in a room with someone and dead silence and they were just like, don't worry, I'm not gonna stab you. You'd be like, where is the door?
I thought you were gonna say, where is the knife?
Let me get to it first. Actually, I feel like that is an appropriate response to that. Like, you know, not if I stab you first. Although that actually now sounds really like, don't worry, I'm not gonna stab you. Not if I stab you. No, that makes sense. No, you're not gonna stab me. You won't be able to because I'm gonna stab you first. I got that. Also, am I the only person? I might be. But when I saw this, I didn't quite know what it was, and I immediately thought it was a giant wheel of cheese.
Me too.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
Are any of them free? No, of course not. Nothing's free, you idiots. Grow the fuck up.
Whoa. If there's one thing I didn't expect to hear in this, it was the word fuck. I mean, he is clearly a fair bit older here, so this might be his, you know, more mature. This might even be a YouTube video. So the world is this about global warming? But then I don't even know where I'm going with this. Like the solution to global warming is to just pour sand all over the earth. Why not?
What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire. There are a lot of things we could do to put it out. Grow the fuck up. You're not children anymore. Grow the fuck up.
And this
So
boat,
wild.
Well, it's like a boat. Anyway.
That's it?
Gee, that was very good. How did you do that?
The hair! That's a wig, surely. Of course. No, Matthew, it's real hair. He grew it out into this giant, like, glam rock mullet that has a completely different hair color to his normal hair. But in saying that, it's still standing up when he does the static electricity stuff, and I've literally never thought about that. If you wear a wig and touch the static electricity things that make your hair stand up, will it still stand up? That's a question for Bill Nye. Answer me now through the screen. Bro, this is what I'd do if I had access to it. Actually, that's a complete and total lie. If I had access to one of those things, I'd never touch it. I'd just be too... the static electricity is a big no-no for me. I don't know why. It just like attacks all of my awful tactile sensations. Bro is flabbergasted. Holy evaporation! What are you doing?
Okay.
Just the music playing as he just drives headfirst into a river, all-terrain vehicle. So, you know, should work, right? I mean, it looks like the grease car. Can't he just fly? It was acid.
Bruno.
Hell yeah, Bruno.
Bruno's femur. This is Christy. This is Christy's femur.
Okay, I'm guessing they just used that as a silly joke, but I realize the implication is this is Bruno, we're gonna show you his bones. This is Christy, we killed her, flayed her, and then put her bones on display so that you can look at her femurs specifically. What a sentence out of context.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, I don't really like that sound either, to be honest. That's worse though.
Something's out of balance here. Whoa.
Sometimes I feel weird when I watch these videos because like he kind of sounds like me and I don't know how to feel about that. Like something's out of balance here. Whoa. Feels like almost exactly how I would say that if something was out of balance. So what's out of balance here? Bill. Bill is out of balance. My jokes are out of balance. There's too many bad ones. Not enough good ones. Whoa!
now you and I are a lot more like a rabbit than a carrot.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah, whoa, okay.
You lie in the ground.
The way he just stood, like, there was no movement from him afterwards, just... like, obviously that was played in reverse, but they're still panning the camera and he's like... Just the preparation. You know, he had to knock it all down, but he was like... Let's go. I just keep seeing NY in the background. I'm like, what is that saying? I can wonder, Matthew. It's so awkward.
And make noises like a carrot.
Yo, he came back to the carrot and rabbit. Oh, I also realized that he's talking about rabbits specifically because he's talking about carrots and rabbits eat carrots. He was like, lay down in the grass and make noises like a carrot. I don't know if it's just me. The first and honestly only thing I thought of was that clip from Gumball where he's like, quick, make wallet sounds. And Gumball just goes, wallet. That's how I feel. Like I'll lay down in the grass and just go, carrot. Actually, no, it doesn't. A carrot doesn't feel like it would have that kind of voice. It wouldn't be like carrot. It'd be like carrot, carrot. You know, sounds like a Pokemon when I say it like that.
It's Wave Week. Nothing but waves. All regions.
Yay! That's the program I'll watch. Just
Waves.
I can do that actually with my belly. I'm doing it right now actually, and you guys can't see it, but I promise I'm doing it.
This is our cardboard simulated.
I was literally about to say, because he was going ooh into it before and making a whole bunch of sound, and I didn't really register what the hell it was. I just thought it was some giant rock. And when he came in there, I was like, oh, is that meant to be an ear? Was he going ooh into an ear? And then he said, yes, it's a card. Well, he didn't say yes. That would be like he was talking directly to me.
Cardboard simulated.
Simulated ear. Oh, ear of science.
One right there, the international date line. That's it. That is a cool idea.
It's so funny to see someone just like pointing at a globe being like, that's it. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's the, ooh, I love that dateline. I mean, sure, I can get hype about anything. Yeah, look at that. Look at that nice curvy equator. Yummy. Yummy? Sounds like, yeah. Can't wait to get home and the Earth.
This is an actual crisis. Got it?
Creepy. Okay. Horror movie. Oh no, he just got spooked. Okay. He was in the horror movie. No, get away from me. No static, ever.
With sundials.
What do you do? The random things, like he's talking about, not talking, it was just showing a clock. And then the next thing is sundials. Also, I gotta say, I understand that there is some level of science behind them, but sundials just feel like ancient magic to me. I have no idea how they work, why they work. I know it's got something to do with shadows, but you just make a point to the number and you go, ah, yes, the shadow tells me the time. That feels like something that if you just said that to someone, if I was just standing here and I said, Felicity, the shadows tell me the time, you'd be like, should we get you to someone? Like, also, he just made me want a clock with my own face on it, and I'll never forgive him for that. Get wrecked. Not the wig again.
Matter can be very refreshing.
I don't know what he just drank, and I have no interest in knowing what he just drank, because he said matter can be very interesting. He's lying on the grass, and I'm not gonna lie, that just looks like water and mud. You know, I guess it kind of could be like a Coke in a weird bottle, but it just kind of looks like they've gone, yeah, let's just chuck some mud, dirt, and water in there. Although dirt and water makes mud, but you know what I mean. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if I would drink muddy water, but if I was getting paid as much as he probably is, I'd consider it, you know? Hey, drink mud water for 50K, sure. Bro, he did that with a knife? Was that like frozen, dry ice frozen sort of thing? Like, yeah, it looked like an onion. Bro, well, that's a way easier way to chop onions. Man, I wish I could. Can I like freeze them like that? Smash it, let it defrost, and put it on my burger.
So I am now going to make
I don't want to know why.
wild, way out, extraordinary claim. The world is round.
Whoa. You know, it makes me feel nostalgic and sad to see things like this. You know, I don't know when this was, but I'm guessing like at least 20 years ago. And the very idea that the Earth wouldn't be round is enough to laugh at. You know, people make jokes being like, oh, and of course, you know, these dumb, silly flat earthers. And then now sometimes if people talk about that, it's a controversial statement in certain communities. And I don't like that. I long for this, you know? He seemed disappointed.
It's pressure!
This seems so fun though.
Oh, Bill.
Discharge to the ground.
Bill.
Well, maybe.
He gets a little, you know, he sounds a little bit too excited sometimes. Discharge the electrons. Discharge to the ground. Is there something you need to tell us, Bill? It looks like he's got an eye patch in this particular frame. Bill Nye the pirate guy.
Well, maybe a freezer. Maybe a great
Is he gonna get in there?
steel freezer of science, like this one. Okay, and you sat there.
I love that he just we'll deal with that in a sec. I love that he just adds of science to the end of things, you know? Can I do that with my channel, but not science? Just like, yes, this is the microphone of React, the reaction microphone, the reaction face, and I'm trying to think of a headphone of glory. I feel like I'm just naming items in an RPG.
Okay, and you sat there for 65 million years.
Oh, see, I'm glad that they did that zoom in. I'm just not quite sure I would have understood what he was saying. You know, the shouting wasn't enough. I just really had to get that close up so I could read his lips, you know? Otherwise, I would have been like, how many years? Sorry, I can't hear you anymore because my eardrums have exploded.
I'm out of here.
That's how I should end videos, dude. No, oh, well, the fact that that was the end of the... Wait, I remember this this might be the same channel I did the Matt Pat out of context video from. That's so funny. It's weird coming to the end of a video like this and just thinking like that was exactly what I expected, but was also filled with things that I didn't expect. I mean, his vibe is about as unhinged, kind of deadpan as I thought it was gonna be. But then like some of the things he said were strange, like not so out there or inappropriate, just odd. Made me think about things. And I don't know if they're things I wanted to think about or in ways that I wanted to think about them, but regardless, I did think. That's kind of uncommon for me. So I'm feeling a little worn out now. Oh, see, I thought my headphones of glory were giving me a headache, but I think it's all of this thought. Oh, what is a poor little boy to do? I think after saying the phrase, poor little boy, all there really is left to do is to end the video. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time. I'm out of here. Then I'm gonna bloop away.